All right, so you guys know the deal by now, but in case you don't, spins. We play 3 spins here on Party Poker. If you win 1, you move up in stakes. If you lose 2, you move down in stakes. And that's basically the rules of the ladder. There is some special rules at the higher stakes, so it gets a little bit harder as we get up top so that I don't always play a bunch of high stakes spins. So for example, at the hundreds, you have to win 2 to move up. If you lose 2, you move down. At the 250s, you have to win 2 in a row to move up and only lose 1 to move back down to the hundreds. And at the 500, you stay until you lose. When you lose, you're back down. So that's basically the rules of the ladder. We're going to start at the $50 stake today. Gonna give it a go here. Whoa. It's all messed up from my party capture. We're playing for 250. This is a 5x. Gonna raise over the limp to 70. I really like my hands. They call. Flop is ace jack jack. I will check. Pretty confident I have the best hands. Would like to induce some bluffs. Check at the turn. So we're gonna go for a little value bet here with our aces and jacks. 8 kicker. We still have aces and jacks with an 8 kicker, right? They lead for 190. Just a call. Definitely a call, but just a call. And they have trip jacks. That's a sucky one. I mean, sometimes you're going to see some random hands there, right? Like we raise pre-flop. We're playing very fast. They call. They don't know what to do. They got a sort of a crappy hand. So I think sometimes we win there for sure. I guess the positive news is that we stay alive being such a short stack, you know? We could have easily bust there in a raised pot. You know, there's 140 or 150 in the middle pre or something like that. All in with the 10-8. Hopefully we get some chips back here against Adatif. And if not, we play our second 50. We'll see. 7-9. Okay, cool. Get a bit back there. 300s. That's good. I'm happy. The bad run continues, but we've got hope, and that's all we need. This is it, dude. To take the lead? To take the lead? To take the lead? Queen 8? What? Full house? Come on, chat. There's a lot of full house combos in there. 3 aces, 3 10s. Come on. Let's go. All right, we got the lead. If you're watching this on YouTube right now, we've been playing these spins, and it's like 2 p.m. in the UK. So it's UK afternoon. It's off-peak times. I have to say, the games have been amazing in these party poker spins. Like, I'm not a spin professional, but there's been some really wild plays. You know, people are definitely gambling. And we haven't been playing at the high stakes, so I'm loving it. This is it, dude. Someone give us action here. Someone give us action. I'm not going to be surprised to get some. Oh, I'm going to limp to induce here. Action. I don't know if I like it. I really am not sure. They bet 60 will call. What a turn. Bet small. We're trying to get a call from a Jack X or 10X, obviously. They did have a 10. It's interesting they pot it with second pair on the flop, right? It's just weird. It's just a weird thing. Open get called in 2 spots. They lead for 205. We'll call. I think it's going to be a lot of trash here and a lot of just bad hands, not necessarily a 7 or a 3. So I'm going to call with the strong ace high. They do have a 7, unfortunately, and we can't hit our ace or king. But, you know, especially with how this spin is played out, like I'm definitely expecting to be ahead there most of the time. They do unfortunately have it, though. I'm going to call with the 6-8, getting a good price. This is a good flop. I'm going to lead. See a lot of checkbacks here. We don't want to allow them to check back for free, so we'll bet 105. Okay, here we go. Against a 7. Let's go. Let's go. 1100. We got a commanding lead, 3-handed in the spin. Come on. Let's go, dude. They jam, we fold. For a 5x. Last episode was 2x, 2x, 2x as well. It'd be nice to win a 5x to kick off. We're heads up against Datif. Datif seems ready to gamble as well, in which case we don't really want to play a bunch of our weakest hands. Good flop for us, right? Bad flush draw. Well, I mean a straight flush draw, but a bad one nonetheless. We pick it up, but now we don't want to play a huge pot with the 6 high flush, right? 9, 5, 3, deuce, 6 of hearts. I think definitely a bluff catcher though. We'll call down. They do have the jack of hearts. Okay, come on, do it, Datif. Oh no! And the terrible king queen flop. Check, check. King of the turn. We've done this already. Deja vu. This time we like our hand better though. Oh no! Oh my goodness! What the heck? Can we call, man? We have kings and queens with a 9 kicker, right? We're getting 5-1, but like ace, jack, 10, king, queen beat us. No, dude, we can't. And bluffing makes no sense. Oh my goodness. What a terrible run out. Oh my goodness, dude. This is one of those moments where it's like I have everything to lose. Like, oh no. Oh my goodness, they flopped the Nizzy. They flopped the Nizzy, dude. It's unfortunately one of those spots where if I win, I'm like, yeah, I should have won. And if I lose, I'm just like, I'm so mad. Oh, this sucks. We have a gutter here. We're going to call. Turns at 2. And Bluff River. Pretty small. I don't actually want to shove. I mean, we're so tight with chips, right? We're pushed right up against the wall. But still, we don't need to bluff all in there. Jam the king 3. You get called by ace jack. We make a straight. Okay. All right. There's some good fortune. We're back to where we were. Okay. This seems fair to me. This seems fair to me. You know? What is fair? I mean, you get dealt setups and coolers and... that isn't very fair. There's nothing fair about that. I think I'm running bad in the spins. Is it just me? All right. Limp call a jam here. Plays really well post flop, and if they attack it, feel good. There we go, man. There we go, man. Come on, let's go. Got him on the ropes. They have 80 chips. I'm not going to count it dead yet. Stay in focused. Let's go. Yes, dude. Yes, it's nice to win a spin. It's been a hot seconds. All right, we're back up to the hundreds. Let's go, dude. Back up to the hundreds. Come on. Whisper me the hand. Search. Redeemed one on Twitch. And after the spin episode, I will review the hand, okay? So just whisper it to me. And we can go over it after. Cheers, man. $300 here. We're playing for a 3x against Real Rondo and So Sick. Okay. For spin number 2. Now, at the $100 level, we got to win 2 here to move up. And we have to lose 2 to move down. So, we are going to play our next 2 spins at the $100 level, even if we win this one. Limp the check to a flop. King 3 deuce here. Check. At 20 call. Turn is a jack. Check. Check on the river. Okay. We win it. That's cool. We've seen some wild spin action. This is a nice hand. Going to raise it up to 70. We'll call a jam with this hand as well, but they call and we go to a flop of king 6-5. I think check. It's interesting, right? Because we don't want to see 7-8, 7-9, 8-9 spade draws check jam on us and get us to fold ace high, which we would have to do so. They bet 110. We have ace high and we pick up the gut shot. I'm going to call. They snap rip it in there and I'll fold. With no antes and everyone being short, you can really be quite patient and you have more time than you think, than it looks like you have, basically. So I used to be too aggressive in these and it cost me. Limping king 8. I don't want to raise, get jammed on. It's such a pretty hand. I can limp call or raise and limp fold to an all-in. And I think that's all right. Go to a flop. We flop well. We have trips against So Sick. Raise to 75. We call. Come on, So Sick. Continue on the turn, my friend. Continue on the turn here. Check. If they have bluffs, they're just shutting down always. So I think we check. And then bet the river. Got a call by, I don't really know, like a 10x or a 5? A 5? Yeah, okay. I don't know. I probably would play a 5 differently, but I can see how that makes sense. You know, there's a lot of bad turns for your hand, and you want to prevent, you know, those turns from coming for free, raise for value, and then you play it slowly after that. I understand. Limp check. Min bet on the flop. We call. Turns a 5. Call again here. River's a king. That's a beautiful card. Makes it less likely they have a king. So many draws they can have here. Straight draws, flush draws, and stuff like that. I think definitely a call down now. Oh, it's really frustrating, man. Such a thin value bet from them as well, you know, to triple barrel with the second pair on that king river. It's a good bet. I mean, they got us to pay with an 8. They don't get us to pay with that much, though, you know? Like, we don't have that many worse hands that call, so it's a frustrating one. But nonetheless, hey, we're still 300 chips. We just talked about this. We're all right. Raise to 75. I think call. Being suited. If we weren't suited, I wouldn't. But being suited, I'm in. Jack 9-4 puts us in kind of a tough spot, right? We have a pair, but I think coming this far, we've got 225 in the middle. We will gamble. And this is one of those, like, when you get snapped, you hate it. And when they fold, you feel like a genius. We'll see. Snap by Jack Deuce. Kind of right pre-flop. Our spin, unfortunately, didn't go too well. Third spin of the episode here. We're going to have to win 2 in a row at the hundreds, or else we're going to be back down to the 50s. We'll see. Playing for another 300, IQ 200, and won me for the win. E6. By the book we call here. I mean, this is counter to the read that we just talked about of like they're walking us a lot. But nonetheless, A6 is too good, I think, to fold. The 8 blind jam, so we'll get it in against 10s. Okay, we're on 130 chips. The episode started off with a bit of fire. You know, we won the spin. But it's looking like we're going to be back to 50s for the next episode unless we can figure out how to spin this up. Okay, this is step 1, actually. If they walk, that's fine. If they jam, that's fine, too. I mean, we don't mind picking up 45 without a showdown. But then also we expect to have the best hand a lot. But as you can see, like, you know, even with the best hand, it's 60-40. So we don't mind the walk either. We're out. Okay. GG on that episode. We're going to be back to the 50s to start the next one. We'll get back at the ladder, dude. We'll get back at the ladder. Disappointing end, but try my best. Till next episode.